So I had some thoughts on MrBeast's new video. Well, kind of new. I guess I'm a month late to the game. The dude's uploading insane videos on a weekly basis now, so I can't keep up. But I had this weird feeling after watching the $1 versus $250,000 vacation video. I don't know why this sentiment just stuck with me, but I wanted to use this location in this podcast to get my thoughts out there, to share my perspective, and hopefully just shed some light and introspection on this one. It's only one little point of the video that really had me thinking, like, oh, this is really weird, and I just didn't like the way it came across in the video, and I just wanted to provide my perspective. I also just want to put this out there real quick, that I think MrBeast is a crazy smart dude, and honestly, with everything with Beast Philanthropy and everything that team is doing over there, I ultimately think that the world is better off having him doing his thing, creating his content. So I just want to stick to this one point in this one video that made me had a feeling, and I'm going to share that feeling. So here we go. Let's go into it. So the premise of his video is a $1 vacation versus a $250,000 vacation. And then throughout the course of the runtime, it's just going up in price to show you what you can get for your money. And they start off with the $1 vacation. And this is where ultimately all of my thoughts are on the entire video. It was portrayed that this $1 vacation sucks so bad, and they were bored, and how terrible it was, and it was like, okay, this is a worthless vacation. And as soon as I watched that, I thought, like, this is super weird portrayal for a younger, impressionable audience that will eventually get to the age of backpacking and traveling and trying to explore some of the world, like how we've been doing. I took it away as, like, dude, if you can find a $1 place to stay in Central America, that's incredible. Like, why wouldn't you hop on that? And you shouldn't have an expectation that you're going to get a ton for $1. Obviously, it's $1 to have a bed. So, like, I don't know what else you want out of it besides thinking that it's like, holy shit, you can stay somewhere for $1. Like, and with us being back in the States now and looking for places to stay, doing a little bit of traveling, going to weddings and stuff, and it's like, and you can't find a hotel in the US for less than $150 a night for just an average hotel. I don't know what this video appears. There's sand everywhere. So they're obviously right off the beach. They're somewhere where you're probably 50 meters from the ocean, and you're paying $1. If I'm 50 meters from the ocean in the US, the hotel isn't going to be obviously a shack, but a hotel. You're going to pay $1,000 a night. That's 1,000 days in this place. Like, why wouldn't that be insane? You should want to stay somewhere that's that cheap, because it shows you how far your money can actually go, and you're helping these local economies in a very, very tough situation. I mean, that's I'm obviously inferring that. I don't know where they were exactly, but based on the graphic animation they showed, they were flying somewhere out of Central America when they left this place. And it's like, okay, so you're in Guatemala, you're in Nicaragua. There's governmental regimes and complete hardships that they've had for hundreds of years. And you can go there, and there's so much more to vacation than spending hundreds of thousands of dollars and living this lavish lifestyle. It's trying to go somewhere where you can afford and just living life and meeting people. And like, that's what traveling's about. That's what vacation should be about. And I get it. The video's geared towards kids. That's the dream of, like, look at the end of the video. I rent out an entire theme park with PewDiePie. Of course, that's every 12-year-old's dream to aspire to. Just like, oh, if I can just rent out a theme park with my friends and go on all of the roller coasters all night, like, that's the best vacation in the world. And I get it. But also from their side, I think it's also important to just instill some other thought and make these kids think of, hey, dude, this $1 vacation is incredible, okay? And that's all there is to it. And me putting this out there is an attempt to just showcase that, and maybe an audience will just maybe have a little bit of a switch of, like, you know what? Yeah, that is cool. And maybe people did have that takeaway, and I'm overthinking it, but it's just the way I felt when I watched the video. You know, we've been traveling for 2 years throughout South America and some of Southeast Asia, and this is how you make your money last. You find these little holes in the wall, you find where nobody else is staying because they go, oh, that's kind of gross. But that's how you can go to the beach. You can surf every day for $5. And I think that's awesome. And even if you're not going, like, obviously this extreme of this is so cheap, it's kind of absurd, but you can find places in Central America and South America for $15, $20 a night, and that's still not even close to what you would be paying anywhere else in the world. So that's just some of my insight. I'm working on our Colombia video series now. It just went hand in hand with some of my thoughts. I was reliving some of our memories through Colombia and finding some cheaper places. You know, we were paying probably on average $20 a night is around what our budget was. And if that's not in your budget and $5 is in your budget, it's out there, it exists. And I think people should experience the world and meet people, because it's not a bummer to find these little places. It's cool as shit. So I don't know. The dude's obviously insanely influential. The video has over 150 million views now. This is gonna get a couple hundred, who knows, if that. And maybe I can reach a handful of people that will take that and they can go explore some of the world too, because it's possible for everyday people. There's no reason to shoot for this unattainability to spend $250,000. I get it's a dream, but it's not likely for 99.9% of the world. Don't let that depress you, like, oh, I'll never be able to do that, because who cares if you'll never be able to do that? You can do the cheap stuff and you can meet people and you can make long-term relationships that are real, and that's what matters. So that's all my thoughts on the video. Thanks for watching.